25 centuries ago, in India, a human being of incomparable purity dedicated his life to help his fellow human beings emerge from the darkness of suffering. His name was Gautama, the Buddha. The Vipassana International Academy, near Bombay, India, is the main center for the practice and study of meditation in the tradition of Sayagyi Ubakin, as taught by S.N. Goenka. The academy, which covers an area of 60 acres, is called Dhammagiri, Hill of Dhamma. Vipassana meditation is the essence of what the Buddha practiced and taught. It is a simple, practical way to achieve real peace of mind and to lead a happy, useful life. Vipassana means to see things as they really are. It is a logical process of mental purification through self-observation. Vipassana does not encourage people to withdraw from society. Rather, it strengthens them to face all the ups and downs of life in a calm and balanced way. Established in 1976, Dhammagiri's activities have grown many-fold in the past 20 years. The campus has blossomed. Apart from the ongoing 10-day retreats, longer courses are periodically offered for more advanced students. The meditation complex has been constructed on the highest part of the site, the Shantipata, or Plateau of Peace. A newly enlarged pagoda, the teacher's residence, and 4 meditation halls are located here. The pagoda is a hollow structure with 400 cells in the side for individual meditation. Externally, the pagoda has been deliberately remodeled and elaborately decorated in the Shwedagon style. The campus has comfortable accommodation for at least 500 students in areas segregated for men and women, which include separate dining halls and places for exercise. Continuous gardening, landscaping, and tree planting have transformed the site, helping to provide a harmonious atmosphere which is deeply beneficial to the meditators. Alongside the meditation center is the Vipassana Research Institute, which conducts research into the theory and practice of Vipassana meditation.
This one gets mixed up in all those ones. We're posturing to the camera.
I understand God, but application is to the minds. Along with this continued application.
Currently, the Institute is working on a massive project, transcribing the entire text of the Pali Tipitaka, including commentaries and sub-commentaries, into Devanagari, with the help of scholars from Myanmar and India. The spiritual director of Dhammagiri is S.N. Goenka, a former businessman whose family had settled in Myanmar some generations before. Mr. Goenka learned Vipassana from Sayagyi Ubakin, the respected lay meditation teacher and high government official, who was a disciple of Sayataji and Venerable Ledi Sayadaw. In 1969, after 14 years studying meditation and assisting U Ba Khin, Mr. Goenka traveled to India as his teacher's representative and began to give courses in Vipassana. The theory and the practice of pure Dhamma, lost to India over the centuries but carefully preserved in Myanmar, had returned to the land of the Buddha.
The more and more you keep on realizing the reality about yourself by the practice of Vipassana, it will become clearer and clearer. Certain realities will become very clear.
To learn Vipassana, it is necessary to take a 10-day residential course under the guidance of a qualified teacher. During the retreat, students remain within the course site, having no contact with the outside world. Reading, writing, and all religious practices are suspended. Students follow a demanding daily schedule, which includes about 10 hours of sitting meditation. They also observe silence, not communicating with fellow students. However, they are free to discuss meditation questions with the teacher and material problems with the management. The day begins at 4:30 in the morning. Many students meditate in the hall, where a chanting tape is played. Breakfast is served at 6:30, followed by group meditation in the hall and instructions from the teacher. Individual meditation then continues, and the teacher checks students on their progress. To learn Vipassana, there are 3 steps to the training. First, students practice sila, abstaining from actions which cause harm. They undertake 5 moral precepts, practicing abstention from killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, and the use of intoxicants. The observation of these precepts allows the mind to calm down sufficiently to proceed further. Second, for the first 3.5 days, students practice Anapana meditation, focusing attention on the breath. This practice, samadhi, helps to develop concentration and control over the unruly mind. These first 2 steps of living a wholesome life and developing control over the mind are necessary and very beneficial. But they are incomplete unless the 3rd step is taken, purifying the mind of underlying negativities. The 3rd step, undertaken for the last 6.5 days, is the practice of Vipassana. One penetrates one's entire physical and mental structure with the clarity of insight. Old students, meaning meditators who have completed more than one Vipassana course in this tradition, are allocated individual cells in the pagoda. This enables them to work more independently and seriously. Lunch is served at 11 o'clock. Simple, nutritious vegetarian food is provided at the center to suit both Asian and Western tastes. A 2-hour break in the middle of the day gives meditators an opportunity to rest, do their washing, or take some exercise outside. The teacher is available for individual student interviews at this time. Meditation and checking continues in the afternoon. After the final session of group meditation, a taped evening discourse by S.N. Goenka clarifies each day's practice.
तो अपने यहाँ की बहुत पुरानी विद्या होते हुए भी आज तो हमको बड़ी नई सी लगती है कि हम तो ऐसे ध्यान करना जानते हैं, हमने तो किताबों में पढ़ा ध्यान इस तरह का होता है.
The teacher is again available after the discourse to answer questions, and students retire to bed by 9:30. There is no charge whatsoever for the teaching. Costs are met by the donations of grateful students of past courses who have experienced the benefits of Vipassana and who wish to give others the same unique opportunity. The course finishes on the morning of the 11th day. The retreat closes with the practice of metta bhavana, loving kindness or goodwill to all, in which the purity developed during the course is shared with all beings.
Whenever I generate anger or hatred or ridicule, I shout in anger, I make an entire atmosphere so tense. Anyone who comes in contact with me at that time becomes miserable. Then it becomes clearer and clearer. Whole life, this is what I've been doing. I've been making myself miserable. I've been making others miserable. I suffered myself. I make others suffer. This was not the right way of life. I didn't know how to live. I didn't know the art of living. Now with the practice of Vipassana, one starts learning the art of living. One progresses further on the path.
Today, courses in this tradition are held at over 30 centers in Asia, Australia, America, and Europe. Thousands of teenagers and school children in India are being introduced to Dhamma. Short courses designed especially for children are conducted in India and in centers around the world. Developing concentration with awareness increases the child's capacity of understanding, memory, and expression. Negativities gradually start giving way to more peaceful and respectful behavior at home and in society. Vipassana courses are being held in many prisons in India. The most important among them being a Vipassana center in Tihar Central Prison, New Delhi. 2 10-day courses are being held there every month. Thousands of inmates are receiving the path of liberation within the very walls of their prison. Although Vipassana has been preserved in the Buddhist tradition, it contains nothing of a sectarian nature and can be accepted and applied by people of any background. Courses are open to anyone sincerely wishing to learn the technique, irrespective of race, caste, faith, or nationality. Hindus, Jains, Muslims, Sikhs, Buddhists, Christians, Jews, as well as members of other religions, have all successfully practiced Vipassana. Suffering arising from greed, hatred, and ignorance is a universal condition facing all humanity. The way beyond suffering is likewise universal. More and more people from every walk of life are experiencing the tangible benefits of Vipassana meditation.